Look, if you're ever a police officer, you'd better keep your distance from the suspect, alright? Even if they made the first move, and even if the feelings were mutual, you'll still end up getting backstabbed. Sure, the man is drowning in gambling debts, and he's hoping she'll use the loot to clear them, but there's more to him than meets the eye. As for Zara's £5 million, she isn't the only one with eyes on the prize. That coward Luke overheard the robbers, but he hasn't seen a penny yet. There's an employer above them, leaving the crew hanging for days. Luke knows Morgan has a short fuse, and that he's already clashed with the team over the missing payout, so he decides to use him as his way in. Luke suggests that if Morgan helps him escape, he can get his hands on the $5 million. Sure, it's nothing compared to a slice of $4 billion, but after everyone takes their cut, there might not be much left for Morgan anyway. Besides, just the way things are going, that big payday might never even happen.
You're never going to give me all that money. I'd have to kill for it. I'm offering you my $5 million yet.
Take the money, take your revenge. Meanwhile, Zara meets with high-ranking MI5 officials who get straight to the point. Been tailing her, aware that she and Detective Kovac are running a private investigation, claiming to hold key intelligence and to be Zara's only real hope. The goal is simply to get her life back to normal. They want Zara to tell them everything, warning her that they could easily make her disappear and stage it as a robbery or a suicide. Zara counters with a deal. She wants immunity from prosecution, and to keep her money, they flatly reject her request for a king's pardon. They can offer her a completely new identity, including a new name, new passport, and a fresh start. But the deal comes with 3 conditions. First, she must leave the country. Second, the intelligence she provides must be valuable. Third, the intel must be given to them alone, and kept secret from her friend on the force, Kova. At this point, the woman reveals a secret about Kovac that he hadn't yet disclosed. He's a gambling addict. Drowning in debt, he might do anything for money. Zara confronts Kovac, asking him directly about his gambling debts. Kovac admits he owes nearly £100,000. Only 1 week to pay it back, or the consequences will be dire.
If I gave you the money, would you take it? Yeah, so you were lying before when you said you weren't after my money.
No. Look, yeah, I'm in debt, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I don't like being pushed around. I need to know what's going on. I believe you.
There's something else.
All I've got is my job. If I lose it, I'll have nothing left. But the poker table sat, the Norwegians. I don't want to be doing this. I'm trying to save myself. For myself, honest to God, it's the absolute truth. The tension between them softens, as if they've reached a silent understanding.
Alcohol and long-suppressed feelings intertwine, allowing them to finally stop resisting their attraction. Early the next morning, Kovac receives a notification on his phone. The fingerprint Zara provided has finally yielded a result. The identity of one of the robbers has finally been confirmed. The next day, a bombshell story broke. The Times revealed that the £4 billion in stolen pension funds had surfaced in a series of illegal offshore accounts. These accounts are linked to family trusts established by the Chancellor of the Exchequer. The Treasury was immediately under fire, while Zara made an accidental discovery. The server keeps a log of every risk simulation ever performed, and the logs point the finger directly at Mero, that brainless, sleazy guy from the office. Then, in an unexpected move, she walked straight up to Mero and said... At first, Mero refused to admit it, but Zara has nothing left to lose now. She claims the police and MI5 already know what he's been up to. Zara threatened to go to the police and expose everything, causing Mero to panic instantly. He admitted that he and Luke were involved, but they were just recruited pawns. As for the real mastermind, never met them, only having been given an emergency contact number. But what's even more terrifying is that Luke and Mero knew from the very beginning that the robbery was going to happen. Zara had been played by Luke the entire time. Zara demanded to know why she was targeted. Mero finally confessed. The masterminds behind the scenes needed a patsy. They vetted the background files of everyone in the office, and ultimately chose Zara because her life seemed to be a mess, making her the perfect candidate to risk everything for money. The plan was to eliminate Zara once the job was done and stage it as a suicide. Zara was devastated by the revelation, realizing that she had never been more than a disposable tool to be used and discarded. Before leaving, Mero gave her the emergency contact number, on the condition that Zara never snitches on him. Zara then goes to meet with MI5 once again. She turned over the emergency contact number obtained from Mila. In exchange, she was given a package containing a completely new identity, including a passport and various other credentials. She was told she had 24 hours to leave the country and must not contact anyone before her departure. Elsewhere, Kovac found a lead on one of the robbers, Morgan, and planned to use his daughter as a breakthrough point by tracking the mobile signal from Morgan's calls to his daughter, as well as using the license plate recognition system. Kovac and his team eventually zeroed in on a farm. Believing the robbers were hiding there, They prepared to move in it, only to find the farm cleared out. Mi-5 had beaten them to it. They were one step too late.
How about you? Best go and ask your girlfriend. Sorry, I've informed Nichols about you and your lead suspect. You'd better get back to London so we can suspend you.
Meanwhile, Zara went to see her mother for a final reckoning. She agreed to her mother's demand for a 20% cut, which amounted to 1 million.
But when she connected the hardware wallet to the computer, something went wrong. She couldn't take it anymore and shoved her mother aside.
Zara was certain her mother tried to hack the wallet to keep all the money for herself. She then smashed the hardware wallet and walked away, stepping outside, her eyes filled with tears, marking a final break from her neglectful mother. But in an instant her expression turned cold as she pulled another hardware wallet from her bag. It turned out she had secretly swapped the hardware wallet while her mother wasn't looking. Zara felt that giving even a penny to a mother like that would keep her awake at night. Finally, Zara tracks down Kolvak before making her exit. She explains that she has accepted the deal with Mi-5, claiming she had no other choice if she wanted a new life. Yet with his cold indifference, she silently pulls the hardware wallet from her bag, intending to give Kovac a share to clear his mounting debts. Infuriated by the handout, Kovac is pushed to the breaking point. He believes Zara is only doing this to buy him off, to pay for his silence so she can start over with a clean conscience. He accuses her of playing him from the very beginning, even exploiting the intimacy they shared.
I'm going to lose my job because of you. So, go on then. How much is that worth? How much were you thinking would cover it? Well, how much do you? It wasn't a real question. You've ruined my life. I'm not going to grass you up, but this will be hanging over you. Always so have fun wherever the fuck you bought a ticket to. They part on bitter terms. However, just as Zara returns home to pack her things and prepare to flee,